Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are and whatever time you're going to be watching this video. Welcome to another preview on the Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canby. So this one obviously is the preview for Liverpool versus PSG. And we play them tomorrow under the lights. It's going to be a cracking European night, and yeah, it's one to look forward to. Not for the faint-hearted, this one, as we take a slender one goal lead in this one. So let's get to it then. Okay. Team news: Cody Gakpo is back. He trained with the team today, which is good, and we will need him. He's been out for several weeks, but hopefully he's back up to speed with this game in hand, and also for the final at the weekend. Just some news: Liverpool, when they have taken a win back to Anfield, or at this stage of the competition, they've never lost and gone through to the next round. So bit of an omen there for the Reds. And if Arne wins this game tomorrow, he'll be the first manager for Liverpool to win five games at home on the trot. No mean feat. He's just breaking records, and he's just doing a bit of Mo Salah, but from the sidelines there. Look, we've used 27 players, in this competition so far this season. We've scored 18 goals, and we've had 9 different players scoring them. So it's a good competition for us, really. So yeah, let's just talk about PSG first and what they've been saying, especially over the channel. French papers were saying that we were lucky last week, daylight robbery, etc. Players were saying that Arsenal and Bayern Munich are better teams than us, and they can't wait to come to Anfield to give us a hiding. We've been lucky. So especially that Joao Neves, or whatever he's called, he's been spouting off a lot. Look, they're a young team. They're a very good team. Let's make no mistake about that. I said last week that, in bits we were given a lesson, but they just couldn't finish. But you're back at Anfield with our partisan crowd, and that'll lift the players up. Be careful what you wish for. Teams that come and want to do a job on us at Anfield on a European night. We've had some massive scalps over the years. Obviously, the biggest one was, turning a 3-0 deficit into a 4-0. The old infamous Barcelona game, where nobody gave us a cat in hell's chance, apart from Jurgen Klopp and the players who we instill belief in. Tomorrow's game's going to be a toughie. They've all been tough games this season, and we've surpassed every test. This will be the toughest one, no doubt, because it's the next one, and it's a trilogy of Arne Slot's 3 cup finals this week. He's won the first one at the weekend, and we have a job to do on here. Jota was he was interviewed prior to the Arne Slot doing his presser. It doesn't really mean anything, because Endo did it last week, and he didn't start the game. So what Jota was asked a question about, that he hasn't scored for 4 years in the Champions League, although he did score some in the Europa League last season, but in the Champions League, I'm sure he wanted to be reminded of that. Not scoring for 4 years, but I loved his answer. He says, "Look, he said it's it's probably not about me not scoring. It's how he's contributed to the games and whatever. So maybe that's another thing for him to put in the back of his mind. He needs to score tomorrow, but no." Some people are saying since he's come back from the injury, he's not been playing well. It's just took him a bit longer, I think, to get up to speed. He's been tried a few times, hasn't he? He's been given lots of minutes recently, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'll give him my predicted team. You can give me yours in the comments below. So yeah, look, Arne Slot come. One thing Jota did say before we went on to Arne Slot, he said, "Look, with our fans here," he said, "we want to show a different face from last week, and let's hope that is the case." He's asked for the fans' help. Now on to Arne Slot's presser. Never dodges a question, does he? Answers it how it is. Sees everything black and white. There's no hiding anything from us. He did take a pop at PSG being the richest club in the world, or second richest after Man City. He had a pop at that, and he said, "Look how we've dealt with Man City over the 2 games, and we played differently with Man City at their place as we did at our place, and got 6 points out of 6. So he was asked about the question about Arsenal and Bayern Munich being better opposition. That's what the PSG players have been saying. And again, he was forthright in that as well. He said, if that's how they want to perceive us, that's it. He says, but we're one of 3 or 4 top teams left in the competition, and we just, as PSG, are good enough to go right to the final, which was an honest assessment of him. He said, there's other teams that can get to the final as well, but we've got every right to be here because we are Liverpool Football Club. He was asked a question about the sort of like, what's it like, coming from the Dutch league and being this far in the competition, what made him want to take the job on, basically. He said, look, first and foremost, he said, it's the history of the club. And he said they have some top players. That was my reasons for coming. And when you come to a club like Liverpool, you are expected to win trophies, expected to be doing well, expected to be here at this end of the season. So loved his answers there. He said he's looking forward to the game tomorrow. He said he referred to the game last week. He said, look, they had 27 shots, but Ali didn't make 27 saves. He made 2 or 3 world-class saves, and he said that he saw things that we were trying to do but just didn't execute them well. He said we got pressed in midfield, one-on-ones, and we were poor in some parts of the game, but then in the second half changes were made, and he saw we slightly did different system. Darwin won the ball, laid it off. Obviously, we know the rest is history. Harvey Elliott puts it away. So he's looking for a different. He's looking for a different sort of like performance from the Reds. Just harping on to, just getting back to his thing about being the manager. He said, look, the players have pressure on them every single day, and I think he means that on and off the pitch as well. You know, you have to be really good on the pitch, but away from the football, you have to be, you know, there should be no stories coming out, you know, this is what this player's getting up to, or this story coming out. And that's how it is at our club. You know, everything is done absolutely particular to the way that helps the team on the pitch to get results. And I just have to say, look, you know, we are reaping the benefits. He brought his own sports science staff with him, who's worked with him, and the benefits that the players are getting, the lack of injuries. We've had our fair share of injuries, don't get me wrong, but you know, the looking after the players, making them come back and be ready as quickly as possible as they can, and that's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm so pleased, you know, the way our season's panned out. Really am. So yeah, but like I say, tomorrow is going to be a tough one. I wonder if he's going to go 4-4-2, playing that transition way. We might see a bit more long balls if they are putting us under the cosh, and we'll need the Reds in the stands to get the team through. So, talking about the team, obviously Ali, Trent, Ibu, Verge, Robbo. Midfield's going to be interesting. Will he go 4 in midfield and lose one up top? I think he'll go. I think he will go 4 in the middle. Ryan, Maka, Slob, and Curtis maybe on the left, and then I think he'll start with. He might start with Nunes, you know. It's either Nunes or Diaz. Gakpo won't be ready. Gakpo's probably got 30 minutes in him. And then obviously Mo on the right. But I think if Mo can just come off, because that left back, you know, did have control of Mo for 86 minutes that he was on the pitch. So yeah, there might be a bit of a change tactical-wise as well. We changed our tactics with City. We've done it with other teams when we played them, and we've managed to get the results. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be a biggie. As I've already said to you guys, we need to be back, getting behind the Reds and getting something from the game. I want us to win it. I want us to put another sort of like statement out. This is no fluke season, believe me. You know, people are now running out of excuses, but I'm running out of expletives to say what a fantastic season the lads are giving us. You know, we could win 1 or 2 trophies this season, and it will be viable and just reward for the effort that Arne Slot, the head coach, and his other coaches and the players and the other staff that are involved making it a successful season. So, as said, I've got my team. You tell me your team. Do you think Jota should come in and play up front with Mo, or do you think it should be Nunes? Or do you think it should be Diaz and Mo? So yeah, that's my prediction. Look, when the game's finished, I'll do a post match. Please like this video. Please share it, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 100 subscribers before the season's out. Much appreciate that if we can get that done. Just bit of a success, just to say people like watching these videos on Up the Reds TV. Okay, enjoy your Monday evening, and I will speak to you tomorrow after the game. Up the Reds.